Today we do, y'all. Guess who? Yes, I know I'm not wearing one, but these are massive. Anyways, I am here to talk to you about this true scary story for this year. I don't know if y'all can hear me. You know what? I'm just kidding. We're actually gonna do a get ready with me and a true scary story at the same time. So I just figured I would wear him. We might do something with him next year, but it's hard to breathe in a mask. I will tell you that. I'm so fuzzy. Yes, this is an outfit for a guy. I do not care. I love werewolves. You know what? I was gonna give him a bow, and I was gonna, give him some eyelashes, and anyways. That's better. Okay, so yeah, we're actually going to do a true scary story. Now, I told y'all I was going to talk about, to wrap up our hometown Halloween series, which I do true scary stories. Well, I need to probably start doing them again, but yeah. So, I know I said I was going to talk about Helen's Bridge because I talked about it in the first video for when I had the Asheville ghosts and stuff like that. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not really ready to talk about that still. I don't know. A lot of people are going to think I'm crazy, so whatever. Even though it is a 100% true story. So, I don't know. We're going to talk about a different one to wrap it up. So, I'm sorry if you were looking forward to that. I'm not ready to tell that story to the entire world yet. So, if you were one of my family or friends on here who already knows, then you already know. So, but one day, just... Not this year, not yet. So anyway, we're going to talk about when me and my feller lived with our very first roommates that we had, which had the children that I could not stand, and yeah. I'll leave that link below about how to deal with roommates. Yeah. But yeah, where she lived, there was a cemetery. This is out in Etowah, so this near Brevard more. And this was also like 4 years ago now, I guess, about 4 years ago. But anyway, there was a cemetery out there. And this is also with my ex-best friend too. So I've seen a lot of stuff in this cemetery. There's like two things that happen. I'm going to try and wrap it up. I don't know. And then finish the get ready with me, I guess. Yes, I'm still in workout clothes. But, so basically what happened is... me and there was another set of roommates that lived there. And we went to go into the cemetery, right? And which is literally like in the backyard. Like there's a gate right there. If I can find a picture, which I think I have one picture of it, but you can't really tell it's a cemetery, but that's literally in the backyard of where we were. But basically me and this girl, one of the sets of roommates, like I said, we had, she didn't want to go in there by herself, whatever, and I didn't either, to be honest. So I was like, okay, we'll go together. And yeah, I know usually they say cemeteries aren't haunted. Well, we went, and there's a lot of children buried in the cemetery, actually. And they were all, like, together. And I told her, because we both smoke, and I was like, don't throw your cigarette out in a cemetery. That's really disrespectful. I was like, hand it to me, and I'll put it in my pack, and I'll throw it away when we get back in the house. Well... this girl was taking pictures too, and there was an orb following me the whole time, so I don't even know. But I guess one of them heard me say that, and yeah. I don't know, this isn't really that creepy. I thought it was kind of cute, actually. But she threw her cigarette down, and I was like, you about to piss some people off. Like, no, don't do that. So I had to go literally look for this cigarette butt. And I'm like, bitch. So... and yeah, so I started talking to him and stuff, and like we saw this shadow all of a sudden. I'm like, see, you done pissed somebody off. And she's like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, we're sorry, I don't do that, and it won't happen again, blah, blah. I know some people think that's weird to talk to spirits or whatever, and you're not really into that. But yeah. Also, I'm doing this back assward today, so doing my hair before my makeup. But anyways, yeah, so But yeah, there's this one orb that kept following me, which we think is the mom of these like 4 children that had passed away. I'm not really sure, but yeah, she was like right beside me and I could like kind of see her, but not really. It was dark, but I've talked about how I see spirits anyway, so I mean, but yeah, so that's that story. And then we went back and we went through all the pictures and yeah, there was just an orb following me the whole time and whatever. Okay, well, now we'll fast forward to me and my ex-best friend that went up here. And she's one of those people where she claims that she can see spirits too, but every time I ask her what she saw first, it's completely different from what I saw, or I'll tell her and she'll like, oh yeah, me too. And I'm like, y'all lying over here. Girl, bye. So there's that. I just forgot like all my makeup in there. I'm packing to go to my best friend's this weekend. So, sorry about that. Oh man, I gotta... Alright, while I hunt for that, I need a pencil sharpener if I can figure out what I did with the damn thing. So anyway, we go in there and I told her, I know that you know the drill, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't smoke, so this wasn't that kind of problem or whatever. So anyways, at first, Johnny was actually with us walking and we were drinking a little bit, which y'all know if I'm a slight bit... like the more vulnerable you are, like the more you can see them, at least that is for me or whatever. But I literally had like 1 beer. My boyfriend had went with us for just a second. Found it. Whoa, that's bright. And he eventually, like, we kind of walked through there and then, you know, walked back, or he walked back. So me and my ex-best friend are walking through and stuff. And she's trips over a tombstone and breaks it. Yeah. We're talking about like a pretty large girl as well. So, yeah. I'm sorry, just the fact that she broke the tombstone. Anyway, so me and her go like all through this cemetery, like the whole thing basically. And we start walking back and I do believe her this time because she described the exact same thing that I was seeing. We were standing there and we saw a man, because at the very end, like the very top right there where you go in with the gate is the oldest part of the cemetery. There's even one from like 1700 up there. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Probably did. But yeah, so this guy, a shadow, like a figure, not even really a shadow, a figure of a man with a top hat on is standing there. And I'm like, and she's like, Sarah, do you see that? And I'm like, tell me what you see first. She's like, there's a guy with a top hat over there. And I'm like, okay, you saw that too. Okay, we're on the same page. And I'm like, you know, because my thing is like, to me, spirits are kind of like animals. Like, if you run, they gonna do something, you know, like, don't act crazy, just calmly walk away. Well, I tell her this and she's like freaking out and I was like, please just calm down. It's like he's moving closer to us too. I end up actually tripping over the part of the headstone that she broke and I fall and she's like, oh my God. And I was like, please just go. Cause I had a really bad feeling. I was like really weird. And I was like, just go. Yeah, this is great. Get ready with me, isn't it? But yeah, I'm like, just go, whatever. And I was like, please don't run. Please stop freaking out. Because she's like, oh my God, I can't get up. Oh God. And I think I'm just going to do a get ready with me opposite. Whatever. It's going to be black and white anyway. Y'all, I got the wrong one. I just noticed that. So we're just going to look crazy. So anyway, basically we get back inside the house and she's freaking out. We tell everybody what we saw. Well, we tell Johnny what we saw and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that was creepy. Saw a man in a top hat. Once again, I believed her that time. And then the other time I saw something is when I actually got, blinded by the light. Yeah, so I actually got locked out of the house and I didn't have a key. Neither one of us had a key. So basically I pretty much spent the night on the porch and it was so foggy and I wasn't about to, if y'all knew this, like had any idea who this child was, this 2-year-old that she had in there, part of the reason I cannot stand children, to be honest. But if you would not wake that baby up either. You would be out there all night in the freezing cold. You would, like, if you just knew the hell that this child raised, you also would spend the night in the cold on the porch. But anyway, so I'm laying there and, you know, kind of getting freaked out because it's kind of a weird area. Like, it's not a bad area, but it's just a weird area, and especially with the cemetery. And I heard a little kid laughing, and I'm like, God, why does everybody have so many kids, blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking at my phone because I'm trying not to be on it too much because I don't want it to die, because I can't sleep without noise. So I thought I put my headphones in, blah, blah, blah. I realized it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, or maybe 2, because we had actually just got back from my best friend's house, who ironically had a baby at the time. I mean, he's a toddler now, the one I talk about all the time. Ironically, I just got back from her house. So, and yeah, I just got done messaging her, whatever, and I'm like, great, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I'm like, ain't no damn kids out here yelling or laughing at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, whatever. And I look and I'm like, it ain't coming from the cemetery. And of course I'm singing and whatever, and I'm just trying to make light of it. I'm trying to, I don't know, just, you know, entertain myself. I'm like, if you're gonna kill me, that's okay, la la la, just making up stuff, which is pretty funny. I tend to do that when I'm by myself. Actually, I don't even have to be by myself. But yeah, so I look up there and there's actually a shadow of a kid, like, on the fence, and I'm like, okay, that's fucking creepy. I was like, okay, we're done here. This isn't fun anymore. So I'm literally just staring at the cemetery like the rest of the night until finally I'm like, you know what? If something gets me, they're just gonna have to get me. And I'm gonna be here on the porch, and if something decides to come get me, I guess they will, because I'm tired and I'm freezing to death. So it'd probably be a lot more fun than going back into this hellhole. Well, fortunately, you know, my boyfriend gets home from work or whatever, 9 o'clock in the morning, and then, yeah, I finally get inside, and I'm like, oh my God, and I go to sleep. So, yeah, but, yeah, that was some interesting, so that's 3 experiences that happened in that cemetery, so, yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the train wreck of me trying to be funny at the beginning of this, and also, this is going out on Halloween, so I hope y'all have a happy Halloween, and I hope y'all enjoyed that true scary story, which is more of, well, just a train wreck, but entertaining the least, and it did really happen to me. So anyways, and this unfinished get ready with me, but I'm gonna do something different, okay? Anyways, thank y'all so much for watching, and thank you so much for watching my hometown Halloween series for 2022. I hope that y'all enjoyed it, and let me know if you did, and yeah, I appreciate it, and happy Halloween, and don't forget to keep it rocking.